Hey everyone, it's Joe the Aviator fan. You're probably wondering how come I'm doing a video this late? Well, I just thought I'd do a video because, to make up for the church walk around video, which I was supposed to do today. Unfortunately, the weather, which isn't really that great, had other ideas. So I thought I'd record a little quick video. Right. As you know, back in late February, I talked about the early few parts of my year. And I thought I would do a continuation to that, which is going to be called What a Year We Have Begun Part 2. And I will name the other one Part 1. So, in my last video, I talked about how I had acid reflux, how I got a new phone, which I still have. I've had it for 5 months now, guys. Can't you believe it? Oh, and I just thought you'd see my facial hair. My facial hair is doing decently well. Right, so we're going to around March-ish. We're going to start from March and progress through April, May, June, all the way to July, right? So, March was remotely that of a bad month, actually. It was actually a pretty decent month until I think it was the 7th of March. Ah, yes, it was the 7th. Wait, no. Well, it wasn't March. It happened on my taxi, right? And I have a friend of mine called Alex. And as soon as I opened the door, because I got a taxi with a sliding door, so I ended up opening it. And she said, "I fancy you, Joe." And this caused me to blush like crazy. I didn't know what to do. She said, "I fancy you as, quote unquote," and I'm not kidding, this is true, quote unquote, "a girlfriend." Also, this might be a bit of a rushed video, guys, due to my phone about to die, but I don't think the battery is going to be a problem. So, that was alright at the moment, until I decided, what do I do? Should I say yes and make her happy, or say no and upset her? So I was just like, and I said, "Fine, yes, I love you, Alex." And my taxi escort Sue was like, "Oh, that's sweet." And then that was it, really. After a couple of days, I was like, you know what? I stayed true to myself ever since dumping Abby Hibson back in sixth form. I told myself that I would never be with another girlfriend. But boy, wasn't I a fool, guys. Also, I just want to say a big thank you for 23 subscribers. It means the world to me. The support has been phenomenal on my channel. Keep in mind, I'm not like those YouTubers like Mr. Beast, who says, "If you are the last person in the circle, you get $400 million. I'm not that type of person. I'm not all corrupt and crazy. So, afterwards, I decided, you know what? I don't think I want to date Alex anymore, so did a couple. That's a plane, guys. Don't mind it. I can't be bothered to look out of the window. I bet you it's going to be a blooming airliner. So I told Alex, can we just be friends and all that and stuff, you know? So, yeah, the early stages of March weren't, remotely that bad in my taste, of course. However, as March went on, things got worse. Oh yes, common cold. Back in the previous video, I mentioned how I would search things up, such as nausea, common cold, flu, COVID, nausea, whatever. And then I realised I had a common cold, and I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. That was until the end of Monday. I was, yes, I'm going to say it through and through. I was wearing a mask. I had to wear a mask because, one, the people in the taxi were vulnerable, which means they could end up catching it. Because you know the thing with a common cold, if you get a common cold, you're going to end up passing it on someone else due to it being, you know, contagious and all that. So basically, the sort of thing is that, you know, when you have a common cold, you're going to eventually pass it on to someone else. I haven't got one. It's a habit cough because I'm so excited for the old Buck and the Bear show. Not long now, guys. Not long now. Make sure to stay tuned to the video because it will come out. If not, then I'll record a video of just, you know, probably Sally B or Lancaster going around. It will still, you know, count as an airshow video. Anyways, so I had to wear a mask. And on the way back, I didn't speak. I just listened to the Pet Shop Boys. And Connor and Lydia were looking after us. With, what's his name? Rufus. Or Rufy. He's the little baby who always smiles. And he does happy noises. So basically, I realised that wearing the mask was bad news for me because I started growing upset because of it. So I told Lydia that I was worried of wearing a mask again, even if I recovered from a cold. But she told me, no, Joe, you'll be okay, I promise you. Then I had a word with her and said, you'll be fine. So yeah, and that was it. So so March wasn't remotely that bad. Right. Now moving on to April. Now, me and Jamie, who's in that room, I doubt he'll hear me. He's busy playing his stuff. We often go on respite with a woman called Debs to Mellis. Now, I'm trying my best not to be rude towards Mark. If you don't know who he is, I will spill the beans in a minute. So when we got... What the hell was that noise, guys? Sorry about that. That really made me have a jump scare. So when we got in, it was me, Sue, and Les, and Jamie, and we went in, and we saw Mark, and just randomly said, "You're my best friend," and I was like, "What?" And that was it. After that, I went up to my room and started crying because I was like, "Why would he say that?" Until Debs told me the truth. Sorry for the mouth move again. The sensation's nearly gone, by the way, guys. I just haven't been brushing my teeth for a reason which I will get to eventually. I'm gonna have to like really rush this video because because my phone is on life support right now. So Debs told me that Mike has a condition where he has the brain of a child. It's like Jacob, who Sue and Les used to have over for weekends in the early days here and all that, you know. So I started getting used to it. Although Melis saying it wasn't that bad, it was some. Keep in mind that these are mostly going to be about bad stuff that happened to me, stuff that I regret doing, stuff that made me upset. So it's mostly going to be about that. But don't worry, it does get better though. It does get better. So April was a pretty... it was a hit and miss month, really. A lot didn't... Why do I keep doing that? Every time I speak, I end up doing this. And I don't know why. Stop it, Joe. Apologies, dear viewers. My mouth is doing something, and I don't know why. So, So yeah, April wasn't remotely that bad. Now moving on to May. What happened during May? Hang on, guys. I need to look at my calendar. No. Think, Joe. What occurred during May? Not a lot happened during May, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, guys, I cannot spill the beans of what happened during May. I don't think anything bad happened. No, it was nothing bad. Nothing bad really happened. June. Oh. Your boy's really stumped here. Because I didn't realise that recording this video is going to leave me with some dents in the head. Like we've established the stuff that went over March, April, May's blank and June is blank. So we've got no choice but to move on to July, I'm afraid. So July started with Julia texting me saying a young lad called Lewis Bell, who's this really old friend of mine, was coming over for respite at Connor and Lydia's. So yeah, he was looking forward to that. Until I realised that I friended him on Facebook. But you may have noticed, guys, that was a mistake. A grave mistake, I hear you. A really grave mistake. But it was my own fault. Because he started messaging saying, "Are you free to call me?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, "I don't know, I'm busy." And when he came here, sorry, gave me a big hug, was happy to see me. That was kind of it, really. So he would technically bombard me with texts upon texts upon texts until they're, they're the height of this beam here. The one I'm pointing to. So, whilst I was work on Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, yeah, I was eating lunch with my colleague Alan, and I was like, oh wait, no, it was on a Sunday when this 4 Counties motorbike club came. Motorbike riders, I meant. And he told me, well, if he's annoying you, just block him. I did block him. And then, he asked why, and I was like, sorry, I don't want to be angry with this, but you've been messaging me a lot. And I said, I'm not having a go at you, by the way. So basically, having Lewis Bell around in this area was not was not a bad thing. I mean, it was great to see him. It's just he kept bugging me endlessly. I'm really amazed the low battery pop-up hasn't popped up yet. When it usually does, it doesn't stop the video recording, or most it does. So we're now moving on to late July. Now, this is to do with the York holiday, which I will not be going on. They'll be at respite here, which means Lewis will be here. I wonder what he'll be like at the dinner table. Probably kind of getting mad and baby crying, and me just sitting there wondering I should have gone to York. But I've made up my mind. So this all started after I saw Mike and Daniel. We went to Bressingham. I had a really good time. Daniel's my little mate. He's a bit like a brother to me, and all that such. So it's nearly 14 minutes, guys. 14 minutes was the length of my previous "What a Year We Have Begun" video. I think I should name the titles My 2025, and there's going to be 3 parts. The first part talks about January, February. The second part talking about March, April, May, June, July. I was a bit rusty. And the third part will talk about August, September, October, November, December. So yeah, it'll be 3 parts. It'll be dubbed as My 2025 or The Year of 2025. I've got a good title. My Year of 2025. That is what I'm going to call it. Very decent title. Yes, I've got to rename the other video. I can rename this video. So, this all started when I had feelings of homesickness. I tend to get homesick, guys, whenever I go to like really far away places. wasn't homesick on Stanton, mainly due to mainly due to it being Norfolk. When it's in a place like North Devon and York, you know I'm gonna start crying because look at this room, guys. Why would they want me to leave this room? I wouldn't want to leave it. Imagine that, me waking up in a hotel expecting to be in this room only to find out you're in a hotel. Odd. Really odd. I needn't worry. I mean, besides, they might have heard me, but they probably won't say anything. So on Friday and Saturday, I started crying. On Saturday, I was crying in my sleep because I kept thinking about home. Then on Sunday, Connor noticed I was upset and they just started arranging everything, and that was it, really. So that's what July was all about. Good thing happening in July. Old Buckingham Air Show. Yes, sir. Gonna see some great aircraft. RAF Typhoon, BBMF Lancaster, Sally B. And a Lynx helicopter on the ground. But the weather will be good for it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Just to let you know, this is gonna be a the second part of a 3-part video series called My Year of 2025, where I talk about sometimes the good or sometimes the bad stuff of the year. So thank you so much, everyone. If you want to subscribe, please do so. We are hopefully on the road to 30 subscribers, maybe by the end of the year or the beginning of next year. Thank you so much. Joe the Aviator Fan out.